Hey, I'm Tom.
And I'm Tanner.
Welcome to episode 100 of Bird Squawk. Mine ain't working. How about that? Holy cow.
So
100 episodes.
Welcome everybody to the 100th episode of Bird Squawk. And before we get into a very defensive, heavy episode, I have a lot of stats to talk about. Just want to thank everyone that's been here so far for 100 episodes. Episode 99, very successful. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. We've got a lot of comments recently. Keep commenting. We want to hear what you guys have to say. It's been fun. I mean, July of 2019, our first video. Really crazy that it's been 100 episodes of Bird Squawk so far. So just wanted to say thanks to everyone that's been here so far. And let's get into the birds, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, something we started 2 years ago as like, let's just try it. And we've been around doing it now for 2 years, building a little bit of an audience, and really want to have more people jump on board. And love the old comments with your views. I mean, the give and take we have, but definitely following our passion, which is the birds.
Yeah. So once again, thank you everyone. But yeah, we're talking defense today because big news everyone's upset about. Jonathan Gannon is going to be back, most likely as the DC of the Philadelphia Eagles. Did not get the job with the Texans. And I really wanted to look deeper, and I did look deeper, into really how the defense overall actually played this year. Because to me, it felt very much like a Schwartz type defense his last year. And I looked in the stats comparing from last year to this year, what this defense looked like. Because to me, I've been saying it all year, I think it's the personnel that hasn't been there. And that's been the biggest issue for them so far on defense under Gannon.
Yeah, I've been kind of on board with that too. If it's really, is it scheme or is it the personnel? You know, and I feel like we need to give this guy another shot.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying the schedule kind of played into like the defense not looking that bad. You know.
Yes, I did have that as a disclosure here when I was going through the stats, but this is what I got. So overall, they were 18th in the league with an average of 22.6 points a game. So about average, about middle of the pack. They were 9th against the run, giving up 107.9 on average per game, and were 11th against the pass, which shocked me. Which absolutely shocked me because there were weeks at a time that quarterbacks were completing like 90% of passes. Really, like when we went through Mahomes, Brady, Carr gave us a lot of trouble. Yeah. But only 220 yards on average. Once again, you can say the schedule a little bit when we
quarterbacks we were really
we played the Commanders that one game. Where I don't even remember who was playing that Tuesday night game. So I agree that some of that plays into that. But when you compare it to last year, 2020, with the last year of Schwartz, they were 20th in the league with points at 26.1. 23rd against rushing at 125.8 per game. And then 15th against the pass at 237.4. So they improved on everything. Once again, you can look at the schedule as you want. But overall, as bad as a lot of people wanted to make the defense feel like they were, and even convinced me, it maybe wasn't as bad as we thought.
Yeah, I mean, I still am a firm believer in we got to build this defense.
Yep.
I mean, you're looking at these teams. We talked about it last week. The defensive fronts on these teams that are remaining are, outstanding. I mean, you look at the Rams. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we got nobody that can compete with Aaron Donald on our defensive front. But that goes without saying. If we give this guy better personnel, let's see what happens.
What I keep wanting to go back to is everyone was against Nick all season until he finally got comfortable and put it together. Let Gannon get comfortable, put it together.
That's an interesting point that you bring up, Nick. I mean, because everybody out there is saying, oh, Sirianni's young coach, you know, Jalen, oh, it's only his second year. Look at Gannon. I mean, I'm not a Gannon advocate.
Well, no, me either. I'm not a big Gannon guy.
The Gannon flag.
I wouldn't have been heartbroken.
But I'm just saying he's not getting that same pass.
Agreed.
First-time defensive coordinator.
Yep.
Young guy. Let's see what happens. We want to see what happens with everybody else, right? We're saying, oh, let's see what happens with Jalen. Let's see how Nick comes back. All right, give this guy some weapons and let's see what happens. Load up on the D in this draft, if we're going to do that.
Yep.
Who knows with Howie what's going to happen.
Yes.
But let's see what happens with Gannon.
No, that's
if he comes back and stinks this year,
then whatever.
Then
Exactly. I agree. I am no Gannon supporter either, and I wouldn't have been heartbroken if he would have gotten the Texans' job. But it's not the end of the world, in my opinion.
No.
Like you said, I think, and we've been saying it since the draft, they got to load up in the draft on defensively. And I got a little bit of mock draft stuff. Mel Kiper's first mock draft from a couple weeks ago. Looking a little deeper into that. But I know. We're just talking about first episodes, July, whatever, 2019. I can tell you right then, we were talking about this team not having linebackers. Yeah, they still don't have linebackers, and they should finally take one this year.
I've been talking about this team not having linebackers since Jeremiah Trotter. So, you know, they just don't put a value on linebackers. I'm hoping that the whole Micah Parsons thing really helped us.
Yes.
Because you saw them bring him in, and that dude can just play anywhere.
Yeah,
right?
he's a very young talent, and he's very talented. He had a great year down in Dallas. At the end of the day, I love that Devontae's on this team. I'm happy they took him. But truly, Devontae shouldn't be on the team because you missed on the other guys in the draft. And technically, Parsons could be on this team if you don't miss on those picks.
That's very true.
That's in the past, though. But I know. I said this last week, and I agree still. I don't think they're taking all 3 picks. I think one of them is going to be moved either to next year or we'll have to see. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I just don't trust Howie.
Well, and then he doesn't help.
He's got all this capital, and it's like scaring me, you know, because, you know, when he's up in the top where the no-brainer draft picks are, I got a little bit more faith in
I know. They fell into like that iffy, the no man's land.
He's down in that murky water, you know, where he's going to try to be the smartest man in the room. And God, you're not, Howie. Come on, just like we've been saying, gotta be somebody from the SEC. All right.
Well, as I speak of that, like I said, I had Mel Kiper's first mock draft, and he had at 15 Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah. And I don't know much about the kid. Kiper speaks highly of him. It's a linebacker.
All I gotta say is Utah.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, you can keep saying Nakobe Dean, and I would love to have that kid, but he had him going 9 to Denver. He ain't dropping to 16.
I'd love this. I'd love to go back in the years and see these mock drafts and then see what actually happens. Because a lot of times these guys are just making noise.
No, I agree. You know? And it's the first mock draft, and it is not even, the season isn't even over. The Super Bowl is this season. But I just wanted to start off because we don't got one. It's not one pick like last year. There are 3 picks.
Who's number 2?
Well, his second guy, I don't know how to pronounce it. It was Arnold. I don't know. Some guy from Penn State. The D lineman from Penn State. He talked highly of him as well. And I think, I don't know. And then the last guy was a wide receiver, freaking from Ohio State. And we don't need a wide receiver. I think they should go out and get DJ Shark like they've been rumored to be connected to. I think that and either that or go out and get Calvin Ridley.
That Chris Olave from Ohio State is going to be a stud.
Yeah, but we don't need him.
I don't think we need to go.
We don't need to take another wide receiver.
We need a proven receiver. You know what I mean? Like, we need to go get Ridley or
It's not even that they need to be.
It's
not even that they need to be proven. You have this draft capital. We can't be wasting it on another wide receiver when you have a lot of money to go out and get a vet.
But we need to go out in that free agent market and get a wide receiver.
Yeah, but you need to
right?
fill pieces rather than you need to hit on at least two of these.
We talked about this, at nauseum that we've got to hit on these drafts that we have, these spots.
I think we have 10 picks. You got to take 9 defensively.
Yeah, we got to hit on at least 8 of them.
Well, I think my happiness would be at 3.
To
me, it's all defensive because I said this last year at the beginning of this season. The offense really isn't that bad. There are pieces. You have Devontae, who's proven. Dallas Goedert took the step forward. The O-line is still pretty healthy, and you still have guys with a couple more years. You give Jalen.
To me, though, we talked about this. We got 2 pass-catching weapons. That's it.
Yeah, right? But that's why you got to address that in the free agency, not taking him in the draft in the first round again.
Yeah. I mean, wow. If Ridley would want to come here, but what I'm thinking is, probably next week. I don't even know what the timeline is when they got to drop those franchise tags on people.
Yeah.
But if they don't drop a franchise tag on Devontae Adams from Green Bay,
they are.
I'm backing up the Brinks truck.
No.
I am backing up the Brinks truck, and I'm saying, Devontae, what do you want? What do you want to come to Philly?
He's a stud, and he would be amazing here, but they're not doing that.
Well, I'm just saying, if I was the GM,
I don't even know what they're doing quarterback.
That's what I would be doing.
Because they were talking to quarterbacks at the freaking Senior Bowl.
Here's another thing. You add him as a piece, now you got some capital to go out and say, hey, Russ, look what we got. We got devontasmith and Davante Adams and Goddard.
Yeah.
You want to throw the ball to them? Come on to Philly.
I mean, you don't even need to get a guy that, I really think a DJ Chark, a Devontae Smith, and a Goddard makes this team it's kind of like a...
I don't want to shop on the bottom shelf.
He ain't on the bottom shelf.
I'm talking, if I got money, I'm going top shelf, baby. I'm swinging for the fences, and let's see what happens.
We'll see how... I don't even know when free agency starts. We are talking so much, and the Super Bowl is this Sunday.
Devontae Adams in an Eagles uniform?
They're franchising tagging him. They are 100. Well, I guess it depends on what's happening with Rodgers, but I think he's out.
I think we could probably get him for Rager,
Oh, yeah. An even swap.
But I mean, we definitely need another receiver.
I agree.
We do.
I think, like I said a couple weeks ago, like we've been saying, I think that comes veteran-wise from free agency, but with the draft,
and the longer it goes, I'm getting more comfortable with let's just give Jalen another year. Do it.
He is gonna have it.
We're gonna kick the tires though. If there's anybody out there that says, "Hey, I wouldn't mind coming to Philly," we're gonna listen.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be murky. It's going to be like how, if you're a Sixers fan right now, it's going to feel how it's going on right now with the Harden stuff. It's going to be like, who knows what's going on.
I'm ready to do what the Rams did, though.
No, they are not. They have no draft picks for the next, 10 years.
But are they playing on Sunday?
Yeah, but if they lose,
the Super Bowl.
Who cares? If they lose again, their window is closing. If they are literally a dream team if they actually pull it off. But if they don't
want to be competitive. I want to win.
Dude, the NFC
I want to win.
The NFC is open if they can put a team together next year. I talked about that last week. With Rodgers potentially leaving, Brady retiring, those top teams, I mean, the Saints are in shambles. I mean, the teams that were those teams the last couple years are taking a step back. And if the Eagles, not that I think they're going to, but if they put a team together and see what happens, maybe they can contend for the division next year. Who knows? I really don't know, obviously, this far out where we are.
Yeah.
We'll see close to the draft and after free agency.
True.
But I think we'll have to see. But the draft, I wanted to just sprinkle it in a little bit today. Because I wanted to talk about Gannon and see what you guys thought of those stats, if they surprised you, what you thought of that. But that's all we got, man.
Yeah, get back to us with some comments, man. We love seeing the comments. We love the give and take. We love the interest, man. Feel like we're blowing up here a little bit. with building our fan base, and hopefully we're bringing some content and we're bringing some stuff that you guys want to respond to.
No, yeah, I always respond to people that comment. It feels great when people interact. That's what we want to talk to you guys. That's why we started to talk.
Yeah, really, that's why we started this whole
just
thing.
To get involved in the fan base more. We are so embraced in the fan base, but to get more connected is why we're 100 episodes deep. So
one last shout out though. One thing we forgot here is our man Doug.
Yeah, Dougie. Good for Dougie.
Dougie got the job down in Jacksonville.
I think
I wish Doug nothing but the best. Trevor Lawrence pulling out the Haagen-Dazs for his press conference.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
Was pretty cool.
It's really funny. Doug getting the job like the night before the Super Bowl. I mean, there was a parade yesterday. I want that again. I looked through the old stuff. Let's get back to that.
Yeah, I want
the new norm, Doug. Let's get.
Yeah, I want that feeling again.
Oh, I 100% do.
I want to see that again.
Yeah.
You know, one was like all I was asking for, but it's like once you get that first one, you get a little greedy. I want another one.
No, I agree. And hopefully this team can do that and put that together in the next couple of years. So we'll see. But thank you guys always for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at birds_squawk. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Fly Eagles Fly.
Go Birds.